Opening, the sound of isolation. They say the greatest torture of space is the silence. That the absolute vacuum, no sound, no echo is what drives the human mind to madness. But whoever said that has never been here. Here the problem isn't the silence, it's the wind. It never stops. It is a low, constant howl, a vibration you feel in your teeth before you even hear it. We are 1.5 billion kilometers from the sun, on the surface of Titan, Saturn's largest moon. And the first thing you notice isn't the view, it's the pressure. The atmosphere here is 50% denser than Earth's. It's like being at the bottom of a pool, but without the water. The air pushes against you, hugs you with a suffocating weight, reminding you every second that you are an intruder. When the Huygens probe landed here in 2005, the human object that has landed farthest from Earth in all of history, it didn't find a dead, static world. It heard this same wind. It felt this same thick, orange atmosphere. And now, decades later, I am here, retracing those steps. Looking out through my visor, the surface is covered in frost, but it's not common ice. It is a complex mixture of frozen hydrocarbons. The hail hits my helmet with a metallic sound. Clack, clack, clack. I take the first step, and this is where reality breaks. Gravity on Titan is a joke, a glitch in the Matrix. 14% of Earth's gravity. I am a grown man wearing a 200-kilogram thermal isolation suit, but here, I weigh less than my equipment pack. The movement is dreamlike. You don't walk, you float. Every step is a slow-motion leap. You feel like a ghost wandering through an orange purgatory, or a retired superhero who has forgotten how to fly. Beneath my boots, the ground isn't dirt. It is water ice, but here at minus 179 degrees Celsius, ice behaves like granite. It is as hard as rock. The stones I kick as I walk are blocks of frozen water that will never melt. If there were a volcano here, and we think there are, it wouldn't spew molten lava. It would spew liquid water. Cryovolcanism. Water is the lava of this world. I stop at the edge of a ridge and look at the horizon. There are no visible impact craters like on our moon. The dense atmosphere shields the ground, burning up meteors before they touch the soil. What I see are dunes. Immense, dark dunes stretching for kilometers, resembling the Namib Desert in Africa. But this sand isn't silica. They are grains of organic soot, tholins, that have fallen from the sky like plastic snow for billions of years. The sky above me is neither black nor blue. It is an opaque haze, a deep, endless orange. It is the thickest photochemical smog in the solar system. It hides the stars. It hides the sun. Everything is bathed in the light of a perpetual twilight, like a rainy late afternoon that never ends. I keep moving toward the coast. My visor projects telemetry data. The forecast says the methane rain will pass soon. Yes, it rains here. Titan is the only other place in the solar system, besides Earth, where liquid falls from the sky, flows through rivers, and pools in seas on the surface. But it isn't water. It is liquefied natural gas. Imagine a complete hydrological cycle, identical to Earth's, but transposed into a chemical nightmare. The clouds are methane. The rain is methane. The rivers carve canyons into the ice. I reach the beach. The sound changes. The wind brings the smell, or what the sensors say is the smell of bitter almonds and gasoline. Before me lies the Kraken Mare, Titan's largest sea. It is a sight the human brain struggles to process. The sea is black, oily, vast as the Caspian Sea on Earth, but it is calm, terrifyingly calm. There are no crashing waves, just slow, viscous ripples, as if the sea were made of honey or motor oil. Low gravity and the lack of surface tension create this strange stillness. I release a drone from my pack. It hums and dives into the liquid darkness. What are we looking for? Not fish, not sea monsters. We are looking for the unimaginable. We know Titan's atmosphere contains vinyl cyanide, a molecule that, theoretically, can form cell membranes. We call them azotosomes. If there is life here, floating in this sea of liquefied gas, it isn't made of water and carbon like us. It breathes hydrogen, drinks acetylene, and its cells are made of natural plastic. It would be a second Genesis. Proof that life doesn't have to follow Earth's rules. The drone beeps. Nothing conclusive yet. Perhaps life is deeper, in the saltwater ocean that exists kilometers beneath the ice crust. Down there, maybe life is similar to ours, but up here, if something looks back at me from this black lake, it will be the truest alien we have ever encountered. The Icarus dream. The rain has stopped. The ground is slippery, like a sidewalk wet with oil. And then I remember why I really came here. It wasn't just for exobiology. It wasn't just to mine hydrocarbons. It was for a much older dream. I activate my suit's servos. Retractable membranes extend between my arms and torso, transforming my silhouette into that of a bat or a flying squirrel. I run toward the ice cliff. On Earth, this would be suicide. But here physics plays in our favor. I jump, and I don't fall. The air is so dense it holds you. The gravity is so weak it barely pulls you down. I spread my arms and suddenly I am gliding. Not falling with style, but flying. With a simple flap of my arms, I gain altitude. It is the dream of Icarus realized, but without the sun to melt my wings, I am a bird in a sky of smoke. I fly over the methane rivers winding like black veins across the white skin of ice. I see the dunes undulating like petrified waves. It is a freedom no fighter pilot, no astronaut in orbit has ever felt. It is organic. It is silent, except for the wind cutting across my wings. For a moment, I forget the cold of nearly 200 degrees below zero. I forget Saturn's radiation. I am just a flying creature in a world that seems designed by a mad artist. The giant awakens. As I glide back to solid ground, something happens. A rare event. Seasons on Titan last 7 Earth years, and climate shifts sometimes clear the high haze. A window opens in the orange clouds, and the scale of the universe shifts instantly. Taking up half the sky, visible through the thin mist, he appears. Saturn. It isn't the bright dot we see from Earth. It is a monster. A gas titan covering the horizon. The rings aren't a distant disk. They are a blade of light cutting the sky, so vast and majestic, they give you vertigo just to look at them. Sunlight reflects off them and illuminates the black beach where I landed with a silvery, ghostly glow. I see my own reflection in the helmet visor, superimposed over the image of the giant planet, and I feel that pang in my chest. Nostalgia. Sometimes, back at the base, they ask if I miss home. The blue sky. The smell of soil wet with rainwater rain, not methane. The heat of the sun on my skin, without needing 3 layers of protection. I do, of course I do. We evolved for that pale blue dot, but then the sky here opens up, and I see the god of the rings looking down at us like a father watching a child take their first steps. Conclusion. Beyond the cradle. Years from now, the Dragonfly mission will arrive. A nuclear drone hopping from dune to dune, exploring the Selk crater, searching for the prebiotic chemistry that might explain our own origins. We are just setting the stage. Titan is not a place for vacations. It is a hostile, cold place, toxic to our biology. But it is perhaps the only place where we can understand if we are alone, or if the universe is, in fact, full of life, even if it is a strange life, made of plastic and gas. I retract my wings. The wind howls again, stronger now, bringing the next storm. I look one last time at Saturn before the clouds swallow it again. Konstantin Tsiolkovsky once said that Earth is the cradle of humanity, but one cannot live in the cradle forever. I look at this orange desert, at this sea of oil, at this alien sky, and I realize he was right. We have left the cradle. And now we are learning to walk and to fly in the backyard of giants. I am the silent observer. Transmission ended.